KPRC 2 News begins right now with breaking news.
News is out of North Harris County. All northbound lanes of Interstate 45 are open. This was not the case earlier this afternoon. Thank you so much for being with us. I'm Zach Lasway in for Andy and Lisa. The Harris County Sheriff's Office says 31 steers escaped a trailer when the door came unlatched. Drivers called 911 saying there were loose bulls on 45. All northbound lanes were closed as multiple law enforcement agencies work to capture the livestock. KPRC2 reporter Bryce Newberry has been talking with both witnesses and officials trying to piece together what happened. Bryce, a wild afternoon along the North Freeway.
Hey, Zach, yeah, like you mentioned, 45 now moving once again after traffic came to a standstill for hours today. We understand now that of the 31 steers total, 25 of them were able to stay right there with the owner. He was able to get them back into the trailer, but 6 of them then got loose. And I just spoke with a lieutenant here who tells me that they're still possibly trying to get one corralled after hours of this. And we understand that these were roping steers, the kind you see at the rodeo that come out of a chute, they take off running, and that's exactly what we saw them doing all over the North Freeway earlier today. Take a look at this video from Sky 2. You can see those steers jumping over one of those barriers and then into the main lanes of I-45 northbound. You can see them then weaving between cars that just came to a complete stop for a couple of hours. This all started around 11:30 this morning. People then could be seen from our Sky 2 video jumping out of their cars trying to stop the steer from moving any further down the road. At one point, law enforcement also tried chasing them between the lanes to some grassier wooded areas around the freeway and trying to get them corralled. We understand now that they were being transported from the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, which just wrapped up yesterday. Harris County Sheriff's deputies tell us that the driver was taking them back to Polk County, back home after the rodeo. We also have got some cell phone video that you can see really showing these steers running through the median right next to drivers who were parked, again, waiting for everything to clear. There were some initial reports that there may have been some accidents that were caused by this or some injuries at last check. The sheriff's office tells us that is not the case. Really, it just was an issue of getting the steers corralled off the freeway and getting traffic stopped. We also talked with a witness who actually saw a couple of the steers come running right past her office. Take a listen to what she had to say.
We live in Texas, so, it's nothing new that we see. And I was like, give me a horse, I'll help out. But ranchers, EMT, EMS, all of them, they just came, skirted into the parking lot, and then here we are now. There's 2 cows back here that were on our property, and we're just kind of enjoying the show, fortunately. But, hope all the cows are okay.
And I just spoke with the lieutenant. He tells me that at this point, it does seem that all of the cows are okay. They're just, again, trying to get them back. But you think about kind of the sensory overload with all of this traffic and the loud noise next to the freeway. He says that kind of rattles them as well. So in any case, if this ever happens, he says to just try to avoid them because that could rattle them even more and get them moving or running in a direction that they shouldn't be while they're trying to be corralled. So we're still waiting to confirm that the last of these steer are corralled at this point so that they can get back on their way to go home. And all of this happens, he says, because apparently a latch that secured the door was not completely secure when the cattle were traveling here through I-45 just near the Harris and Montgomery County lines. We're live. I'm Bryce Newberry, KPRC 2 News.
Yeah, it's certainly a wild scene. It was a very fluid situation. Bryce, thank you.